Good afternoon. Hope you guys are having a great Sunday. So I'm down in my fish room and it has been 24 hours, so it's time to check the brine shrimp hatchery and see what we've got going on. I'm gonna move the air stone. I'm gonna get a light so I can look in here, and I'm gonna see if we have any brine shrimp that have hatched yet. So I do see them swimming at the bottom. All right, this is good. And if you can see the top, that black rim around the top, that is the shells. So I'm gonna let these settle for about 10 minutes. Yep, see, they're following the light, they're going to the bottom. All right, I'll get back to you guys in a few minutes after these settle. All right, so I've got my supplies. I'm gonna siphon with one of these. It's like a turkey baster. And then I'm going to put them through this net right here. All right, so it's a really dense net. Doesn't have very big holes in it. So it should catch the shrimp, and let's give it a try and see if it works. Oh, there's a lot of them in here. Now this is working really good. Y'all can see the baby brine shrimp. Now I'm gonna get a little bit of water from my aquarium. We're just gonna run through these again and just rinse these eggs off really good. We don't want to use the water from here because it's got salt water in it. Now let's see how the fish like them. Ooh, look at that. I gave them some too, so we gotta all have some. I have some left for Seth to feed to his aquarium, and then I'll start another hatch of them. I think I'll do these like every other day. Alright y'all, I got my chicken boots on because we're going to the chicken coop. So I have some little babies down there that are getting close to a month old, and I haven't really inspected them to see what I thought as far as their gender. And today we're going to go down there and we're going to see if we can get a good idea on it, and I'm going to show you guys kind of what I think about them and why. I wanted to stop by my fish room first. I wanted to tell you guys that tragedy has struck one of my tanks. So yesterday morning, as I was getting ready to go to church, I come down here to feed my bluegrass guppies, and they had all passed except for one female, which was tragic. I was very sad. I shed a few tears over it. They were first in here, and we decided to move them over to their own tank. I was gonna get some babies off of them, and I wanted to know that they were, you know, the exact color that they were. And in here, I'm just gonna do like mixed colors, kind of like just a designer colors I thought would be really fun, but in separate ones I wanted to have specific colors. So I moved them over, but the tank parameters looked really good. I'd had some more fish in here before, and they were doing good. I had checked on them all day long. They had eat really good, swimming around good, not acting stressed at all. Went to bed that night, got up the next morning, and all of them were laying here dead on the bottom except for one female. And I couldn't figure it out. So we went to church, got back, me and my husband went to one of the local fish places, aquatic places near us that do all kinds of testing on water and stuff like that. So we had the water tested on several tanks. My big one, this one, the parameters were perfect. She said they were cycled. Just could not figure out what could have happened. They said it was a mystery, actually. So I messaged the breeder that I got them from, and we went over some stuff too. It never seemed like any of those things that he mentioned, and it was just ended up being a mystery. I have no idea. My husband thought that the one female that was left like murdered them. He's like, she was just a woman scorned and just killed them all, but then she ended up dying that afternoon. So I'm really sad over it. I love them. They were my favorite. And I didn't, you know, think that I did anything wrong other than just the move, but I've moved them a lot before and that's never bothered them. The tank's super clear. Everything looks good. So I don't know, just something fluky happened. It just really upset me that they died. I was very sad. I try to take care of my animals the best I can. Fish, chickens, whatever it is, just give them what they need. I made sure that the water was good, the temperature was good, there was no discrepancies between the one tank and the other, so I just don't really know what happened. but sometimes fluky stuff happens. So yesterday was kind of a bummer day. All right, you guys, let's go check the baby chicks. Oh no. Why is my door open? Y'all, this is super weird, okay? I know it was shut and locked up last night because I looked down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my goodness, they're all still here. Y'all, what's happened? There's just been a lot of weird stuff going on here lately. I mean, I won't begin to get into some of the other weirdness that's happened this week. Well, they're all still here. Y'all, tell me, what's going on? Aren't they cute? Aren't they cute? Look at that little frizzle girl. Well, let me see if I can grab one of them. Generally, when they start getting a redder comb, that is like the first sign of a rooster. All right, you guys, here's some of these little cuties. These are millifleur, and some people call the lighter ones calico. The calicos basically just have more white on them. They can also be blue millifleur and blue calico, which where the black is, it's replaced with blue, which is really pretty. It's an overall lighter colored bird. Now, this bird right here is starting to get red on its comb, really at the base of it. It looks like a rooster to me. And if you notice, it's starting to get little wattles, which now the females will get them too. But the males will have bigger ones and they'll start to show up and be darker. So I would guess this one is probably a rooster. This one is super cute, you guys. See its little curling feathers, we call that a frizzle. Super, super adorable. Love it. Now this one still doesn't have any coloring on its comb, but it is just a little bit too early for me to tell. To make a complete accurate, usually the hens are just kind of hard to tell because they could eventually end up being a rooster. The roosters can sometimes be late bloomers. Now you may get those roosters that could crow at 3 weeks and you'll know right away, but sometimes the hens can trick you. So really the only surefire way to know is if you have an early blooming rooster. So right now I'm just really not sure, other than it's just cute. You want to go back to your friends. Look at that little thing. Super cute little birds, guys. They don't get very big. They love to be mamas. They're very docile. Hatch out a lot of chicks because that's what they love to do. All right, you guys. We're having deer tacos tonight. I have a lot of deer meat in my freezer, so I use it for different various things, and it's pretty good. Plus, you know, it beats the price of ground beef. Molly likes it too. She stands in here while I cook. She wants to smell it. Oh, mercy. Well, the guys are down at the shop. They're working on the Murphy bed. I was hoping to get down there before they come up, but I can see their light's still on. If I get this done in time, we'll go down there and check on the bed. All right, guys. I think they're still down at the shop. I got the tacos done. Let's go check on them. It's been really warm today. Probably near 60.
We are screwing these plates on. It's what supports the bed.
Well, that's all for the updates. They're just basically putting the, brackets on and stuff?
Yeah, getting the brackets on. Takes a little time. They have to be perfect because that's what causes the bed to operate.
All right, let's check the greenhouse before I go in. I don't know what the temperature is in there, but it's probably not super cold yet. It's lit up like a Christmas tree. It is 70.8. That's crazy. It's February, y'all. It's a warm day. Warm day. Might not get any snow this year. I don't know. Things change, though. Let's check the fish one more time real good. I had a heater go out on me. This was an old heater, and I was using it in this tank right here, and I come down here and noticed the water felt cool whenever I was putting this little guppy in this little breeder tank. And luckily I come down here to check it because it was 74 and probably would have got a lot colder if I hadn't checked it. So I decided to put one of the digital ones in here because I had one left. And I'm gonna switch out all my tanks to these. They are super nice. You can really keep an eye on them. This little female right here, she is getting pretty rotund, and I think it's inevitable that she's going to be dropping fry soon. And I'll tell you guys why I think that. So when guppies are close to dropping fry, they start to get more of a square look on the front. They get, you know, really large, their stomachs. Instead of being rounded, they start to get kind of square in the front, kind of boxy. And that means she's pretty close. So I put her in here just because she's in a tank with all these others, and I don't want them to eat her fry. I want to try to save them. And this little breeder box right here, once she has the fry, they kind of drop through these little grates right here and go to the bottom, and they can stay safe. But she might not eat them because they're her babies. But I found a 10-foot curtain rod. And this room is exactly 10 foot wide, I think. I may have to shave just a minuscule amount off the end, but hopefully it'll work.
Is yours on it? Put yours on it. I mean, I'm close.
Well, we're still trying to figure it out. We've had a few dilemmas. We've discovered that the curtains are not quite long enough, and the next size up is 95 inches. So we had to kind of gauge that with where the rod is going to be above the trim. We had it wrong at first, so we've remeasured. My husband, he loves hanging blinds and curtains.
Oh, there ain't no man in the world.
If y'all want to call him up for hanging your drapery,
nope.
He's really good at it. He's been mean-mouthing me. Yeah. We're getting closer. Oh, window treatment is a process.